Hello everyone, we are from Team 3 and we are going to present our solution of question 3 in assignment 1.
So this is the question. So let's go through the question. A feed of 10,000 kg of soybeans is processed in a sequence of 3 stages, which consists of crusher and press Unit 1, extractor Unit 2 and dryer Unit 3. The feed contains 18 weight% oil, 35 weight% protein, 27.1 weight% of carbohydrate, 9.4 weight% of fiber, 10.5 weight% of moisture. In the first stage, the beans are crushed and pressed to remove oil, giving an expressed oil stream S1 and a stream of pressed beans S2, containing 6 weight% of oil. Assume no loss of other constituents with the oil stream. In the second step, the pressed beans stream S2 from Unit 1 are extracted with hexane S3 to produce an extracted meal stream S4 containing 0.5 weight% of oil and hexane oil stream S5. Assume no hexane in the extracted meal stream S4. Finally, in the last step, the extracted meal S4 is dried using a dryer to remove the moisture content S6 and give a dried meal of 8 weight% of moisture. So we should note that the meal is containing of protein, carbohydrate, fiber and moisture constituents. So the first question of this situation, draw and label the process flow diagram completely. So this is the process flow diagram of this question, which consists of 3 units. I will be explaining about the boundary later. So for the first unit, there is only one input stream and 2 output streams. For unit 2, has one input stream and 3 output streams. For unit 3, there is only one input stream and 2 output streams. So let's take a look at the compositions for unit 1. So these are the compositions. For stream 1, there is only oil, which is we assumed just now. So this is stream 1. So there is only oil. So for stream 2, our information is only about oil, which is 0.6 composition. So our task is to assume other composition as unknowns. So moving on to the unit 2, which has 3 output streams. So as you can see, for the stream 3, there is only hexane, because in the question it states that unit 1 are extracted with hexane S3. So this is the one. So this is the one. So as you can see, for stream 4, which is this, you can't see any hexane in this because we have assumed that there is no hexane in S4 in the question. For unit 3, we have 2 output streams. This is the output stream of S7, this is the output stream S6. So as you can see, there is only moisture coming out from the stream 6 because this is actually a dryer. So if for a dryer, water needs to be excreted from the dryer. So this is the output stream of S6. As for the boundary, the overall boundary of the system is boundary A, which is in red color. The secondary boundaries are boundaries B, C and D, which is in purple, orange and blue color respectively.
So first, we have to calculate the mass of pressed beans from stage 1. In boundary B, which is the crusher and press unit, we can find the mass of pressed beans, which is M2. So this is the flow chart of boundary B, where the input is feed stream and the outputs are stream 1 and stream 2. Then, for the degree of freedom analysis, we have 5 unknowns, which is M1, M2, XP2, XC2 and XF2. We also have 5 equations, mass balance equations, which is O, P, C, F, and W. So the degree of freedom analysis is 0, so this can be solved. Firstly, we can form the total balance equation, which is 10,000 equals to M1 plus M2. And here we can form equation 1. Using O balance, we can form equation 2. So now we substitute equation 1 to equation 2 to get M2. And so we get M2 equals to 8723.4043 kilogram. Next, you substitute M2 into equation 1. So you will get M1 equals to 1276.5957 kilogram of oil. Using P balance to find XP2 equals to 0.4012 kilogram P per kilogram. C balance to find XC2 equals to 0.3107 kilogram C per kilogram. Then we use F balance to find XF2 to get 0.1078 kilogram F per kg. Last but not least, for W balance, we minus 0.994 minus the P balance minus XP2, XC2, and XF2 to get 0.1203 kilogram water per kilogram.
Hello everyone, I'm Phong Chai Woon. The next question is to find the kilogram of extracted milk from stage 2. First, we draw the process flow of powdery C and do the DOF analysis. From the process flow diagram, there are 7 unknowns and 6 mass balance. So the DOF analysis will be one which is underspecified. Remember, what we want to find is M4. And one hint for us is there are no changes amount of PCFW. So the DOF analysis will be 0, so the question can be solved. By using the hint, we can assume PCFW as component PB like this. 0.94 and 0.995 PB are the sum of PCFW in the stream. Then we can use the PB balance to find M4.
So from previous question, we get the M4 is equal to 8241.2016 kilogram. Then based on the information, we can calculate the mass fraction of each component using the information given. Okay, so for this question, we must calculate the mass in kilogram of final dried meal and weight percentage of protein in the dried meal. So for boundary D, the unknowns are M6, M7, mass fraction of oil, protein, and carbo. And the species are protein, carbo, fiber, water, and oil. So the DOF analysis, we got the result is 0. So it can be solved. Okay, to calculate the mass of dry meal balance, add all the mass fraction component except for the water and calculate for M7. Using M7 is equal to 2817.5 kilogram. Calculate the mass fraction of protein. To get a percentage of protein in dried meal, multiply 0.4477 with 100%, then the final answer will be 44.77% of protein in dried meal. That's all for today. Thank you.